Hey guys, sorry no recipe video this week, but some of you may know I was just on vacation and there was no way I was going to be able to edit an entire recipe video this week because they take a long time to edit. So in lieu of a recipe video, I am doing a little Keto Oreo review today. I got 3 different brands like you saw on the thumbnail. I'm doing Catalina Crunch, Choczero, and Highkey cookies. Now I have already tried 2 of these. These ones are going to be new to me, so you'll see my reaction to what those taste like. But I'm going to go over nutrition facts, ingredients, prices, and what they taste like. So first I'm going to go over the nutrition and price and all that, and then I'll try them at the end. But the Catalina Crunch, this always confused me as being like, it says keto on there because the ingredients aren't necessarily keto ingredients, but for 2 cookies, it is 90 calories, 6 grams of fat, 12 grams of total carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 4 grams of allulose. So that's 5 grams of net carbs for 2 cookies, which is kind of high when a lot of times our meals are 5 to 10 carbs each. So that's one reason why I find this to be not quite keto friendly. But also the ingredients: palm fruit oil, allulose, pea protein, cane sugar, cassava flour, which cassava is a little bit higher in carbs than most other keto flours, chicory root fiber, tapioca starch, cocoa powder, again, processed with alkali, xanthan gum, natural flavors, sea salt, baking soda, sunflower lecithin, and stevia extract. So it's higher in carbs and it has that cane sugar in it, which usually I try to avoid that ingredient in general on most things. So that's one reason why I was kind of confused why this, although, yeah, it is labeled keto friendly. So I guess if it's just keto friendly, it can be a little bit higher in carbs, but I always thought they have changed the recipe because before it used to have rice flour in it. So it does say new recipe on the box. So they have changed it a little bit, but it's still a little bit high in carbs. Now, the Choczero, which I have not tried yet, the writing is really tiny. 2 cookies, 100 calories, 8 grams of fat, 10 grams of total carbs, 7 grams of fiber, no sugar alcohols, 2 grams of protein. This one has 4 grams of protein. Ingredients on this is, the first ingredient is almond butter, which is interesting. Then non-GMO resistant dextrin, sustainable palm oil, whole milk powder, cocoa powder, eggs, gluten-free flour mix, which is oat flour, rice flour, oat fiber. Then vanilla flavor, caramel color, sunflower lecithin, baking soda, salt, and the only sweetener is monk fruit extract. So for 2 cookies, only 3 carbs. It's kind of annoying that the nutrition facts are upside down on here. So the label's going to be upside down. But that's a little bit better in carb-wise. And if you can't do sugar alcohols, this is a good option. I have heard that some people, their blood sugar spikes with dextrin. So that's something to keep in mind. Always test yourself. Next is the Highkey, which this serving size is 3 cookies, and it's 70 calories, 5 grams of fat, 22 grams of total carbs, 9 grams of fiber, 5 grams of erythritol, and 5 grams of allulose, and only 1 gram of protein. So only 3 net carbs for 3 cookies. So this is by far the lowest carb count. I'm editing this video and just realized I just completely skipped over the Highkey ingredients. So I'm going to read them real quick. For the Highkey cookies, resistant cassava fiber, erythritol, allulose, white rice flour, RSPO palm oil, so sustainably sourced, I'm guessing that means, non-GMO canola oil, cocoa powder, egg whites, natural flavors, sunflower lecithin, oligofructose, baking soda, salt, xanthan gum, psyllium husk, water, stevia extract, and monk fruit extract. So I don't like the fact that there is canola oil in here. I try to avoid at all costs. And there are 4 kinds of sweetener in this cookie. So that's a lot of different sweeteners. They definitely are the sweetest of the three, but I really wish there was no canola oil in it. Now on to prices. And then for price-wise, I did it per pound because all these are different size boxes. Like this one's 9 ounces. This one is only 5.09. And this one is 6.8. So they're all wildly different in their ounces for a box. So the Choczero ones are $7.99 for this big box. So it's definitely the biggest out of all of them, but it's only $14.20 a pound. So it's actually the cheapest cookie on the market right now that I've seen. These are the only brands that I know of Oreos that are keto friendly. So next is the Highkey cookies, which is it's definitely a really small package, but it's $15.62 a pound or $4.98 for this whole package. And then the Catalina Crunch is by far the most expensive at $6.98 for this box. It's $16.42 a pound. So the nice thing is though, you can find these two at Walmart. This one I had to buy on their website. But their website tends to have a lot of deals and discounts, and you can use Steve from Serious Keto's discount code in a bunch of his videos, so that's always a nice thing to have too. Now to taste them. Now, Catalina Crunch, the recipe is improved for sure from the first time I had them, but we'll do a little comparison on all of them too. I'm gonna open up my Choczero that I haven't even opened yet, so I don't even know what these look like or anything. Ooh, nice packaging so they don't break in shipping. That's nice. Oh, it has a little peel back thing. That's nice. I want to kind of compare the size of all of them if they're all the same size and stuff. The only thing I don't like about this is the packaging on it. It's kind of, we put it in a gallon bag so that it stays fresh. But, so these are just all by themselves in a sleeve, which is, it's not a resealable sleeve like regular Oreos. So we got Catalina Crunch, Choczero, and the Highkey. So the Highkey is a tiny bit smaller, and even the Choczero is a little bit bigger than the Catalina Crunch. So let's give these a try. These are a little stale because we've been getting the Highkey, we've been eating them, and not eating these ones. They're usually a lot more crunchy than this, like really hard. And they actually taste better stale, personally, to me. Because when they're not, they are like so hard, it's ridiculous. Not bad flavor though. Maybe lacking a little bit in the chocolate department. The thing with the Catalina Crunch is they don't get soft in water. In milk. I might have to try the Choczero ones in milk to see if they get soft. But Choczero. That's a good cookie. It's crunchy, but not hard. It does have that little fruity note that I find all Choczero products have, but it kind of lends itself good to this application. That's actually really good. I'll put down here if it gets soft in milk, because I'm sure I'm going to be eating these. It's really good. Definitely like them better than Catalina Crunch. Last but not least, the ones we've been eating a lot. They were actually out at Walmart the one time. And then my husband went back to Walmart, and I didn't even put them on the list. But he looked himself because he likes them. So, and he found them. He bought like 3 packs of them. You can see these are really good. Like, they're super crispy, chocolatey, but as you can see, they have the least amount of filling. So they are lacking in the filling department. It looks like Catalina Crunch has the most, and then Choczero the next. And the Highkey definitely has hardly any filling in there. But they do get soft in milk, which is the one thing we miss with the Catalina Crunch. Like, they're usually so hard that, like, even after you leave them in milk for a really long time, they are still hard. Like, and not hard crunchy, just They have no give to them. So I'd still say Catalina Crunch, like I'd buy them in a pinch if I really wanted an Oreo cookie, but it's the most expensive and the highest in carbs, and it has cane sugar in it. But if you can't do sugar alcohols, Catalina Crunch would be a better option than the Highkey, because the Highkey has the erythritol in it. But I'd say the best ingredient wise would be the Choczero for keto. The Choczero, if you can't do the sugar alcohols, that's your go-to, and it is the cheapest actually. And they have a couple other options, which let me know in the comments below if you want me to try the other Choczero Oreo cookies or their cookie. They have a couple different kinds of cookies, but I haven't tried any of them. This is the first cookie from Choczero I'm trying, and that was actually really good. So the only ingredient in there is that resistant dextrin that could be a problem for some people. The total carbs on the Catalina Crunch and the Choczero are pretty low. The Highkey, the total carbs are pretty high, so if you're counting total carbs, that'll probably be not a good option for you. In that case, I'd say the Choczero over the Catalina Crunch. And of course, it's a train. But I do have an Oreo cookie recipe on my channel, but I have learned a lot since then, and I've been meaning to kind of revisit that recipe for a while. Just like I put up my shortbread cookie recipe. I've had a shortbread recipe forever, but I've learned a lot since that. Same thing with the Oreos. And I think I can come up with even a better keto Oreo recipe. I just haven't had the time to do that yet, but that is definitely on my list of things that I want to accomplish in the next couple of months, hopefully. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you have notifications turned on so that you'll get notified when I put up my new recipe videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this little keto Oreo cookie review. Let me know in a comment below if you would like other things reviewed. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already. And as always, I'll be back with more keto videos. Bye guys.